Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another exciting video on this channel. Now when it comes to the niche research for t-shirt designs, it gets overwhelming for some people. Some people try to overthink it and they think that it's a difficult process and they do not know where to start. Now in this video I'm going to show you that it's not that difficult. You don't have to make it too much complicated. It's pretty easy, and I have already made videos on how to do the niche research, but this video is going to be slightly different. We are not going to look for any kind of specific tables as I have done previously. I have discussed the 5 main categories. We are not going to go into that. Now the purpose of this video is to inspire you to do your own niche research, and I have already explained why it is important to do your own niche research. It is to just give you an edge over the others. Now the path that I'm going to choose for this video is we are going to think of any maybe anything around us, lying around us in our home, or maybe any kind of profession that we usually come across in our daily lives. So these are the ways when we think the objects or the professions or the people around us, we are going to just start thinking about them and start doing research based on that. So let's say we have I have maybe a pen lying on my table, or maybe there is also a glass lying on my table. So we can use these two objects, let's say pen and table. So I'm going to put it here in the notepad. I have observed these 3 objects around me at this moment, so we can start from here. Let's say there is a person who likes to collect pens. Maybe there is a person who likes to collect glasses, different type of glasses. People have different kind of hobbies, so we can start from there. People also might try to collect tables for their home, maybe different type of tables. So just start from there. Just look around the objects around you. Maybe look around the objects in your kitchen. We have a lot of different items in the kitchen, and we have different items in the house, like in the bedroom we have vases and any kind of maybe flowers, anything that you see around. And just make a list of those items, and then let's just start doing this research. So here I am on the Amazon main page, and I'm going to choose the clothing category, and let's say the first word in our notepad, this pen. So let's say if we type here pen collector shirts, and let's see what we got. We get only 213 results, means that we have already found a low competition niche. Let's see the BSR values. So this one has a lot, quite low BSR, not too high. And if you see the competition here, we have only 213 results, and we still have a decent amount of BSR values for these shirts. And if we look down, not all of these are actually related to the pens. So like this one, it is about knife collection. So just searching by pen collection, we have also found out another niche that can be potential you can say that can be a potential niche for our t-shirt design. So knife collection, we can also look into that. And then we are also looking for different things, kind of other things that we can make a list of. So they have vintage pocket knives collection. So knife collection is another thing, and vintage pocket knives collection is also different things. Now at this stage, what I would usually recommend you is to take a note of something that is more unique, something that is a little bit different from the other things. And from all the general shirts you are seeing here. So let's say if we just go back up here, we find some interesting phrases, something interesting designs on it as well. So we have just one more fountain pen. So fountain pen collection is another kind of different from the simple pen collection. We have now niched down to the fountain pen collection. So then we have this interesting phrase, never write with an ugly pen, although it has not sold yet, but it is recently added May 11, 2022. By the way, if you want to see these details of each products like this one on every product, you need to install that Google Chrome extension that is called Productor for Much by Amazon. So if you install that Google Chrome extension, you will see all these details in under each product, the ranks, the brands, and all the keywords and everything. you will see right there on the search page. And let's see what else we can find. Don't panic, I'm a professional pen collector. So professional pen collector, that is a separate thing. So try to make a list of interesting phrases that you can create your own designs. For example, this pen nib snob, so that is another interesting phrase. You can create design based on this phrase, nib snob, and try to Google this phrase as well, nib snob, and try to find what other kind of other designs do you get on Google Images. So just from the start we came across this interesting niche. Let's go to the next phrase here, that is glass. So we can put glass collector here, glass collector shirts. We have only 198 results. That's pretty low value. So sea glass obsessed. So sea glass, you might need to search what is a sea glass. So that is something that you can search online. And then easily distracted by rocks. So we have also found out another interesting niche, that is called the rocks collector and sea glass. So we are seeing sea glass a lot rather than glass collector. We are seeing sea glass. So we have found, just by looking at the objects around us, we have found some interesting other niches that we may not have known about. So vintage glass mixing bowl lovers. So vintage glass collectors, we can also say. We can also look at vintage bowl collectors, these kind of things that we can get. And let's see what else we can say. So it's more about these, the rocks collectors. We have these crystals collectors. So we can have shirts around these paleontologists, geologists, crystals collectors, or maybe gems collectors. Another thing that we can look at, just try to find out different kind of gems, what are different kind of gems, and then based our let's say search result based on that. So we have this minerals collection. So minerals collector can also be another thing. It can also be a unique thing. And then let's go down here. What else we have? Mineral rocks collector. So try to make list of these phrases that you see something unique, and then try to refine your search based on that. Okay, so we have more about rocks and geology and stones collectors and wine glass collector. Let's say if we search from glass collector to the wine glass collector, so 152 results only. So like the grapes in the glass. So these are all the same designs. So let's say if we have anything down here, so Christmas spirits in the terms of wine glass, we have this wine glass in kind of like a 4th of July style of thing. Alright, so we have about drinking shirts and wine glass. We have this wine glass in terms of this heartbeat style. This is kind of very popular style, heartbeat or the ECG style of designs. So now we have just refined it to the wine glass collector. Similarly, we can put the vintage glass collectors, or if you have search Google on different types of glasses, you might find some interesting results as well. So let's just move on to something other, type of professions that we see around us. Normally when we go out, we see, let's say in a restaurant, we see chefs, and maybe there are security guards, and there are also, let's say, waiters, and let's say let's say if we go to the bank, we have tellers, we have, let's say, accountants. So all of these type of profession, let's just maybe put chefs, and let's say maybe security guards, and let's choose another profession. Let's say if we go around, we see drivers. I think driving or drivers would be a pretty broad niche, but let's think of another profession around us. So we have chefs, security guards, and we have florists. So florists. So these type of profession, if we just search maybe chef shirt and chef shirt, of course it will have a lot of results. So we have over 9,000 results. So in the when we are coming across these type of things, we are coming across these results which are pretty large number. We can refine it. So we can baking, we can have just look at these t-shirt design and try to find the words, interesting things that we can find on it, and try to niche down based on that. Or another thing that we can do, so we know that we have found that chef is a profession or a person, and then we can just Google the types of chefs. So if I just search here, we get a list of different types of chefs. So we have head chef, sauce chef, and let's say kitchen manager, pastry chef. So let's say if we just maybe type search for the result of, let's say, pastry chef, so or special word maybe pasticier, or anyway, I do not want to butcher this pronunciation, so let's just put pastry chef here. So pastry chef shirt, and let's see what kind of results we get. 560 result. Now the actual number would be a little bit lower than these results that you are seeing here. It would not be 560 results. So because some of these would be slightly not related to our search terms. So your opinion wasn't in the recipe. That can be interesting design that can be put on different kind of design t-shirts based on different type of chefs. And then let's say we have pastry chefs, pretty low BSR values for these ones as well. So let's say if we can find an interesting, maybe slightly niche down a bit. So bake people happy, so they have used it as a pun. So instead of I make people happy, it has put I bake people happy, and by the number of ratings you can see that it is selling pretty good because it's funny. So try to find some kind of puns or interesting words, try to twist the words a little bit, try to make them a little bit funny, and I might make a video based on that later on, how to find funny words and how to find funny puns based on that as well. So as you can see that down here we have these results which have nothing to do with the word that we or the phrase that we search. It is just simple a shirt, a professional shirt. It's not a t-shirt. So actually you can see that for this pastry chef niche, the actual number of search results would be I would say a lot lower than the numbers that they are showing here. So go cry in the walk-in, I don't know what does that mean. Maybe it's an inside joke about these chefs. So maybe you need to search result, Google it around the what does that mean, walk-in in relation to the chef, or maybe in relation to the baking, or in relation to the cooking. So that need to search it. So you see that we do not have to overthink anything. We just need to look at the objects around us. We just need to maybe look at the let's say the common kind of professions that we usually come across. Let's say if we search for the florist shirts, and let's see what kind of, we got 602 results. So again I would say that the results would be pretty low because we have searched for the florist search, so there will be some shirts that are just nothing to do with the florist. It will be just simple floral shirts or based on just designs of the flowers. So powered by flowers and coffee, so they have intersected two niches, coffee lovers and the florist. So as you can see the BSR value and the rating, it's selling pretty well. They have created design based on a special kind of flowers, specific flowers. So these kind of ranunculus, I can't pronounce it properly. Anyway, so we have this carnation, about the carnations. So you can look for Google around most common flowers in any kind of country. Let's say most common flowers in the United States, or most common loved flowers in the United States, or most common gift flowers. So if you Google those phrases, you will find some kind of interesting names of the flowers or the species of the flowers that you can use in your t-shirt design in related to this niche. So another interesting thing that they have done, this it's an Amazon choice shirt, 21 ratings and pretty low BSR value. Let me just open it. I'm in a new tab. So they have designed this sunflowers in the format of a pocket here on a t-shirt, and it is selling pretty well. And as you can see here, so you can create these kind of designs instead of copying the same thing directly as it and putting sunflowers here. You can put the sunflowers in maybe just make the sunflowers kind of like the colors of the United States flag and put it here in this kind of like a pocket thing. So that would be another niching down, kind of like a periodic sunflowers. And put any other kind of flowers, maybe roses or carnations or any other these kind of flowers that you see here on these t-shirts. So maybe hibiscus flower, these kind of things. Just look at these things, different kind of plants, different kind of flowers, and try to create your designs based on that. So here is another interesting shirt. I'm in charge of the petals and crazy flower lady. So not only you will find the niche that you are looking for, you will also see that you have pretty low BSR values for some of these design, and you will also come across these low competition issues, but you will also come across some interesting phrases that might not have come to your mind maybe ever, but just searching for these phrases, searching for these objects around you in the search result, you will come across different phrases, different kind of unique things, or different kind of unique maybe puns that you might not have you could not have ever thought about, or you might come across some kind of designs that you might not have ever came across. So another thing that I would recommend here is don't just look on the page 1, go to the page 2 and let's see what else do you get. So go to the page 2 and you might find something a little bit more different, a little bit more interesting, and then go to maybe up to 3 pages. I would recommend that you should go up to 3 pages and then try to find out that what kind of results. So if I'm here at the page 3, so look at the numbers change. Now it says 20,000 results. Why it is saying 20,000 results for page 3? And the thing is that they are now putting some of the designs that have nothing to do with your let's say search term for anything, and some of these designs would not have even sold. So these kind of things happen. So by going to the page 3, you might also come across some other niches, slightly different phrases that you might not have ever thought about previously. So this is what I would recommend. Go to the page 3, and if you see a large number, try to look at the phrase and try to niche down a bit. So flower whisperer shirt. So if I just put the word here instead of florist, so if I just put flower whisperer shirt, we get different kind of result. We have orchid whisperer, we have let's say another name of the flower, another species of the flower, so mostly like orchids, and horse whisperer, plant whisperers. So you will get some slightly different phrases and some slightly different designs as well. So this is the way I would say that you should do your niche result. Start from the common objects around you, and then make a list of interesting phrases, make a list of interesting words, and then niche down based on that as well. And if we just, let's say if we go to the page, let's say page 3, what do we get? We get different kind of things. We have tomato whisperer. I don't know why would anyone buy that, but the BSR value clearly shows that it has been sold. So we will also come across different kind of other slightly different niches maybe we have not ever thought about. So guys, that's how you can easily do a niche research and make it easy for you, not overwhelmed by it, and not make it too much complicated. And if you have found this video to be helpful and useful, you can let me know in the comments below, or by just liking the video. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.